Bismillah. Ayah 103. لا تدركه الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار وهو اللطيف الخبير. The visions do not encompass him, and he encompasses the visions. And he is Al-Latif, Al-Khabir. The basic linguistic meaning of idrak is lahaq, catching up to something. It is as if the verse says that no vision catches or reaches him. What is intended, however, is that vision cannot encompass or engulf him. Like the 90th verse of Surah Yunus about the drowning of the Pharaoh, حَتَّى إِذَا أَدْرَكَهُ الْغَرَقُ, until when the drowning, أَدْرَكَهُ, caught him, meaning that it encompassed him and surrounded him from all sides. This is the surrounding and encompassment that the verse denies. Vision does not have an idrak of Allah, meaning that it cannot encompass him, because he is not one who has sides, edges, and limits so that he could be encompassed. The Mu'tazila, holding fast to this verse to deny that Allah can be seen, is nothing commendable, because what is negated in the verse is idrak, encompassment, not ru'yah, sighting or seeing. In terms of seeing, idrak is realizing the sides and boundaries of the seen thing, and there is no idrak for whatever does not have sides and limits. Therefore, the impossibility lies in vision encompassing him, not seeing him. This is similar to knowledge. Not encompassing something by knowledge does not negate knowledge of the thing altogether. Rather, it negates achieving a boundary or end for what is known. Furthermore, the goal of the verse, which is to praise Allah, dictates that he would be seeable. This is because negating the encompassment of what could never be seen does not contain any praise, for everything that cannot be seen cannot be encompassed. Rather, the praise is in negating the encompassment while verifying the possibility of sighting. This is because negating the encompassment while verifying the sighting proves the invalidity of the deficiency of limits and ends for the self of Allah. Therefore, the verse is evidence for us against them. Ultimately, bound to whomever denies that he can be seen, Allah, is the denial that he exists, because what makes anything visible is its existence. Whatever could not possibly be seen, that is because what validates seeing it is missing, which is existence. Otherwise, just as he is known to be existent without a direction or a how, differently from every other known thing, he is also seeable, but it is not valid that he would be seen except without a direction and without a how, differently from every other seen thing. This is because seeing is verifying a thing as it is by way of vision. So if the seen thing was in a direction, it would be seen in a direction. And if it were not in a direction, it would be seen, but not in a direction. As for Allah, he encompasses all of the visions, and he encompasses everything, but not as a purse surrounds a pearl, for example. Rather, he sees all that can be seen, hears all that can be heard, knows all that is known, has power over every subject of power, and subjugates by his will everything that is subject to will. Benefit. The Shaykh said in his explanation of An-Nasafiyyah, among the textual proofs of the people of truth is the saying of the Exalted, لا تدركه الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار. The visions do not encompass him, and he encompasses the visions. For it, when coupled with the saying of the Exalted, وجوه يومئذ ناظرة إلى ربها ناظرة. Faces on that day that are radiant, seeing their Lord. It sums up for Ahlus Sunnah their conviction that not all of the visions will see him. Rather, some of the visions will see him. By this, there is compliance between the two verses. That some that shall see him is the believers, not the disbelievers. Because of the saying of Allah, Al-Mutaffifin 15, كَلَّا إِنَّهُمْ عَنْ رَبِّهِمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ لَمَحْجُوبُونَ. Nay, surely they, from their Lord, on that day are certainly veiled, i.e. prevented from seeing him. This is according to the interpretation of idrak as seeing. As for interpreting idrak as encompassment, the answer of the people of truth is that seeing does not dictate encompassment. Seeing him, the exalted, is without encompassment. Therefore, what is negated in this verse is encompassment. Not merely seeing in a way that is befitting of the seen one, which is Allah, for he is exalted from sides, shape, volume, and limits. As for him, he encompasses the visions of his slaves. He is knowledgeable about them in every way. And Allah knows best. وَهُوَ اللَّطِيفُ الْخَبِيرُ. And he is Al-Latif, Al-Khabir. Allah is Al-Latif. The linguistic meaning of this description is soft or gentle. As a name of Allah, it means the one who knows the intricacies of matters and their obscurities. The Shaykh said in As-Sirat, the meaning of Al-Latif, which is a name of Allah, is the one who is Ar-Rahim, merciful to his slaves. Or it means the one who cannot be realized by imaginations. Allah's name Al-Khabir means Al-Alim, the knowledgeable of what is inward and outward. MashaAllah.